Today we gather to hear the candidates who will lead our electorate into the future, to hear the voices, the ideas, to see the faces of change. Theresa Greene is that change, a positive change that will unite us as an electorate. I invite Theresa to lead the change.
I would like to begin today with thanking my campaign team, as their hard work, dedication and effort towards this campaign cannot go unacknowledged. I want to thank the Greens Party for their ongoing support and trust in me to represent a party established on honesty, righteousness and a drive to preserve the beautiful world that we live in. My family and husband's support has also been a true blessing. I'd also like to recognise and pay respect to the traditional owners of the beautiful land that we meet on today, Indigenous Australians. I grew up in a household where values meant something. My parents, Stephen and Josie, worked hard to provide me and my two younger brothers. When I was 11, my mother decided to follow her passion and pursue teaching. My dad, until recent times, worked as a labourer. No matter how busy my mum got working and studying, or how many hours my dad worked each day, they always supported me. They taught me that together we could achieve anything. They taught me the power of unity. I was taught that promises weren't just words of appeal, they were words of guarantee. I believe the meaning of a promise has been lost. The ironclad chains that divide two people in a promise have been weakened. I am standing before you today making you a promise. And that promise is that any promise I have made you, any promise I will make you, I guarantee that I will spend every one of my days fighting to make that promise a reality. Friends, we cannot change our actions of yesterday, for those days have already passed, but we can change our actions of today so that tomorrow can be brighter than yesterday. I am committed to making the future of Sunnybank brighter. I want our children to be proud of their community. I want residents to walk the streets of Sunnybank and take pride that together we made the change to be better. Our passion and our spirit will make that happen. Together, we can ensure that future generations aren't burdened as a result of our actions. Children are our future. I hear those words used often, without substance, without context, just empty words. Words as if they were plucked out of the air for the sole purpose to tug on your heartstrings. So you ask yourself, what makes Theresa different? What makes us certain that Theresa really does believe our children are the future? My commitment to our children's future has been evident in all of my policies throughout my entire campaign. Nelson Mandela once said that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Gonski is the change that we've been waiting for. I believe that improving education is crucial, and through Gonski, we can work to provide all children with equal resources. I will fight for our children's future because I value and believe in the positive outcomes that our children will achieve through implementing the Gonski reforms. I believe in an education system that doesn't leave any child behind. It is so disappointing that the Newman government is refusing billions of dollars of government funding to provide Queensland school systems. Why the LNP government thinks that they know better than the most thorough investigation in over 40 years is beyond me. Looking at the report, it is evident that we are currently investing far too little on education. I will continue to lobby the state until there is not one single child who is disadvantaged by our education system. My fellow candidates should not hide behind their party lines when deciding on the best educational opportunities for our children. My constituents are the voices that we should be listening to, and anyone who has taken the time to talk to them has heard their concerns for the education system and their desire to implement these reforms. With greater emphasis placed on education, we plan to introduce peace education as a core in our schooling programs, as a way of getting right at the core of crime in Sunnybank. Starting with our children is an important way so that we are ensuring our future generations can be an improvement of present day. So that we can ensure that future can be an improvement of present day, as our children are our future. Education is also important for offenders through rehabilitation programs, so that we're ensuring they're able to rejoin society as actively contributing members. Our public transport initiative will also see much needed services provided to the residents of Sunnybank. Not only will we be providing a solution to the short-term problem of peak hour traffic, but we will also be combating the long-term problem of air pollution by reducing our reliance on fossil fuels. This initiative will also reduce everyday living costs, as my constituents are currently highly dependent on personal vehicles as their mode of transport. Throughout this campaign, you've heard many of my fellow candidates say such things as they're not going to address an issue because it doesn't affect their electorate directly, or that they're not going to address or that they're not well versed on an issue because it doesn't affect their electorate directly. These are not words you'll be hearing from me. Not once have I or will I ignore the issues of the state. I will continue to anticipate the potential impacts of statewide issues on the electorate of Sunnybank, as I have made evident during my campaign, which such issues as coal seam gas and the potential impacts this could have on small businesses in the Sunnybank electorate. Mahatma Gandhi once said that you must be the change you wish to see in the world. You have a chance to be a part of this change. When you vote, think to yourself, who has my best interests at heart? Who has listened and responded to my concerns? Who can I take the next step with to improve Sunnybank? Who believes that together we can be the change?
Should be answering questions if anyone wants to ask. Go for it.
Well, I'm immediately to ask questions on this occasion.
Oh, okay, well, go for it.
Based on the criticisms of Gonski funding, what is your response regarding that?
My response is that we're needing to put more funding into the lower, primary schools and high schools education in the public system. The noticeable difference is just so disappointing, and I just think that should be the focus right now. I think that although university institutions are being targeted, I in no way support that funding to be implementing on Gonski. I definitely think the mining tax should be fixed to do that, but I definitely think that we should be taking priority in improving the education system at this stage.
Yep.